Gordon Hill checking his watches as we're just about ready to start now. Aston Villa will be attacking the goal to our left in those claret shirts and blue sleeves. White shorts against Norwich City in those yellow shirts and green shorts. Two second division sides, both going hard for promotion to the first, both in good form. Cumbes now with his first touch. Leonard jumping high but not collecting, and Morris flicking it on again, but MacDougall hadn't come back quickly enough, and an offside decision against him. So big Chris Nicholl with the free kick, and not a very good one. Straight to Johnny Miller. MacDougall leaping for this one, but beaten in the air. And now it's Leonard. Played on there for Robson. And a good clearance that time by David Stringer for Norwich City, but it only goes to Frank Carrodus. Little Brian Little is right up there too, and Stringer is sticking close with him. And a goal kick. No, a corner given. So the first corner of the game, and it goes to Aston Villa. It's the signal for Chris Nicholl to come up. Nicholl, who scored 6 times this season from just this sort of position. Here comes the corner in, aimed again towards Chris Nicholl, but glancing off his head, and it's a goal kick. So Kevin Keelan, over 450 appearances for Norwich City, longest serving goalkeeper in the club's history. Aitken in with great determination. MacDougall again beaten in the air by Nicholl. Stringer playing it forward again, and Ian Ross with chance to play it back to Jim Cumbes. Leonard jumping for that, but beaten in the air very well indeed by Duncan Forbes. A lot of nerves in these opening stages, feeling each other out, sorting out the weaknesses. Morris will never stop running for 90 minutes, and there's a long pass that even Miller can't get. So Charlie Aitken takes the throw then. Hamilton trying one or two little tricks but not coming off, but for all that, Aston Villa ball, shouted Gordon Hill, making it clear. Aitken with the throw. Little. Again, Stringer sticking close to this player. Norwich well aware of the danger this young 21-year-old can create. Nice little chip away there by Suggett, but Nicholl read that well for Villa. Really pressurising Norwich at the moment, Aston Villa. Leonard playing it back again for Carrodus, and a first-time shot which cannons off the number 11, Tony Powell, for Norwich. MacDougall now played on for Suggett. A sweeping pass there, but straight into the path of Robson, and now Phil Boyer. On goes Boyer, and then a good interception, but there was an obstruction there first by Ross, and it's a free kick to Norwich City. So a free kick then to Aston Villa, or to Norwich City. And Machin, hit by Morris, but hit straight at Ross in that wall. Sullivan played on nicely for Machin, took up a very good position, and Cumbes had to go down. Good play there by Machin, took up a superb position, but now here's Graydon in a lot of space. Played on for Little. Leonard in the middle, just too high for him, and Morris quite happy and content to turn that behind for the corner. Good break by Villa. So Charlie Aitken up for this one. He scored last week against Manchester United. Graydon will take the corner for Villa. Aitken got down there, and Little almost able to turn it in past Keelan. That really was a scare for Norwich. Tremendous leap by Aitken. Now Graydon. Played for Carrodus, and here's Leonard taking up a wide position. And Hamilton, yes, off his head, and it's a goal kick to Norwich. I think that's Stringer in a bit of trouble there. Must have taken a knock in the face there. I think probably when he went up for the ball with Keith Leonard. Keelan with the kick. Suggett playing it for Machin. Now for Miller. Norwich's throw. Colin Suggett will take it. He played here in 1970 for West Bromwich Albion in the League Cup final against Manchester City. Little touch off from Boyer, but not quite enough pace on it. But a throw to Norwich. And here's Boyer. Suggett trying to cross it, and that's gone for a corner now to Norwich City. Duncan Forbes right in there, and the Norwich voices are singing as they begin to put the pressure on Aston Villa now. Miller with a corner, and what a bad one, straight into the side netting, and a goal kick. Came from Ipswich, and in fact was their undoing in the League Cup with two great goals at Portman Road in one of the later rounds. Now Hamilton. Nicholl pumped into a lot of space that he hoped Graydon or Leonard can fill, and Duncan Forbes is across there. Forbes, such a tremendous competitor. He really is in many ways the yardstick for all the Norwich training because he's got such tremendous stamina. It's he who leads them. Robson with the throw, Leonard now. Back for John Robson again, former Derby County player. And time really to measure this cross. Left-footed going in there, Stringer away. Suggett not really getting a header in there. Leonard is there too. And Hamilton with the shot, but that's way wide. And really at the moment neither side has settled down. Coming close to the 10-minute mark. Nicholl, a good header. Really dominated that defence at the moment for Aston Villa. Machin now to Miller. Player with an electrifying burst of acceleration. Oh. Well, I think that was a sign of nerves more than anything else. And the close attention of Charlie Aitken, who's now going to take this throw for Villa. That's out of play. Another Villa throw. Little, who was really tackled very fiercely from behind by Stringer, who played the ball, and that was good enough for referee Gordon Hill. Here's Robson. And really there's no pattern at all about the game so far. Really the nerves are showing all along the line with a lot of misplaced passes. And if there's pressure on the field, you can be sure there's plenty of pressure off it on that Norwich bench there. And the same would certainly go for that Villa bench with Ron Saunders, the manager, shielded by the ball boy for a moment. Now Graydon. Aitken planted forward to Leonard. Oh, a nice little flick on there by Leonard for Little. Well, Little has got a touch on Stringer there, who slipped, and Forbes just managed to glance that one away for the corner. And Forbes had Leonard behind him, and that could have been dangerous. So the number 5 did well for Norwich. The number 9 for Villa might have been very dangerous indeed. But Villa's corner. Nicholl right in there once more, and a good safe catch, not under too much pressure that time, from Kevin Keelan. And the throw gathered pace on the pitch and really gave Miller no chance. Here's Graydon trying his luck on this side. Being forced back all the time, but he kept his head well. Robson, Leonard, Suggett, good play by Suggett. Oh, free kick, and it had to be against John Robson. And in fact, Robson's being called to referee Gordon Hill. That was a blatant piece of body checking on Colin Suggett. Well, Machin's got no chance with that one. A wasted free kick. Again, the sign of nerves. And it'll be the one side that conquers their nerves the quicker, who stands the better chance of winning this game. Stringer, Ross, Aitken, chancing his arm a little bit there. McDonald playing that on now for Leonard, who's shown some nice touches already, and what a good piece of running again by Brian Little. This could be dangerous now as he puts it across. No. Behind and a goal kick. And Duncan Forbes looks as though he might be in a bit of trouble there with those photographers pretty close to the line, and the big strong fella looks as though he was in a bit of pain there. And now explaining where Norwich went wrong, because most certainly they did go wrong. They're giving so much space to Villa. Good jump again by Nicholl. Most impressive so far with his defensive jumping. Boyer trying to play it off quickly for Powell. Back for Sullivan, and here's MacDougall. Trying to pick up Powell again. MacDougall letting it go this time for Sullivan. So Tony Powell now with the Norwich throw. Boyer trying to race into an advantageous position, and did so very well. He just got there a fraction before Ian Ross, and it's still with Phil Boyer. Cross now again, and here's Johnny Miller a little laid back for Peter Morris. Played back this time for Mel Machin for Norwich City. MacDougall's right in there and cut out well by Hamilton, and whacked away again by the Villa defence. Sullivan, the high ball towards Boyer, and Boyer in fact was crashing into Chris Nicholl. Most unexpectedly, Chris Nicholl given a Northern Ireland cap, on the qualification of one of his parents, and Nicholl now aiming for this free kick towards Ray Graydon and Keith Leonard. But now it's Morris. Well, those two famous strikers are after this one, but not too much luck, MacDougall and Boyer. Robson. And away goes Little again, but again, just too far for him. Gauging the length of these passes seems to be the biggest problem for both sides at the moment. Morris and Machin. Rather Nicholl beating MacDougall in the air again and doing it so well. But MacDougall was on his feet again very quickly. But here's Frank Carrodus, a touch to Graydon, and back now for Robson. Towards Leonard, although Leonard was beaten well and cleanly in the air by Duncan Forbes. MacDougall fighting his way through that one and finding Suggett, and here goes Suggett now for Norwich. Play for Miller. Stopped well though by Ross, and here's Hamilton. Used to be with Chelsea and Southend. Aitken's making one of those gallant runs up the wing for him, but I think Peter Morris might get the better of him. Oh my goodness, that went past Keelan. Well, that back pass from Morris almost put Keelan in all sorts of trouble. Indeed, it did put him in trouble. And it was as well that Forbes was there to whack it away again. But it's Villa's throw, Keith Leonard with it. And he's got quite a good long throw. Except that he tried a short one there. But he has got a good long one that he perfected in training throughout the week. Graydon looked suspiciously like handball, but not intentional, according to referee Gordon Hill. And here's Chris Nicholl. Played in again, but I think the Norwich defence will eat that one up again. And certainly that shot there from Bobby McDonald. Only 19 years old, Aberdeen boy. No trouble for Keelan. Born in Calcutta. In fact, he started his professional career with none other than Aston Villa. Nicholl away. Little beaten in the air. And MacDougall getting there just before the Norwich defender, or rather the Villa defender, John Robson. And now here's Leonard. Played for little. Robson. And Graydon chased it in vain. And it's a goal kick. Nicholl's header, still very impressive, and now Leonard on the chase, and Forbes there, just a fraction before him. Good defence there by the Norwich City skipper, Duncan Forbes, and it looks as though he's caught something on the left ankle. But it was a tackle that he had to make. Leonard was through, and now Leonard maybe will let one of these long throws go. There it goes. Brian Little in there, trying a little layoff, but Morris read it well for Norwich. Another former Ipswich player, Hamilton. Found a good yard of space there. Forbes getting his head to it. Robson turning it back in again. Now will this come for Graydon? There's the shot by Graydon, and no problems whatsoever for Keelan. Sullivan, Robson, McDonald and Leonard, playing very wide on the right at the moment. Leonard was on loan with Port Vale for 3 months last season. Could hardly have expected to find himself at Wembley now, though. Good jump again, but an unfair one by Duncan Forbes. So it's a free kick to Villa, which John Robson will take. And Charlie Aitken, very dangerous in these situations, but in fact not so dangerous when Norwich play the offside trap as well as that. Well, that was one that Nicholl missed. But he's back very quickly, and Ross was coolly in command there for Aston Villa. Sullivan, McDonald going in. Here's Little again. Lovely close controls this youngster's got. He's only 21, and there's the pass for Keith Leonard. And he's waiting in the middle for the return, if Leonard can get it across. Back for Ray Graydon, who's got time now to measure that cross. And he's lost that time now because Forbes was on him. And Graydon disappeared amongst the photographers. MacDougall coming deep to try and pick up the ball. Aitken getting in there first for Aston Villa. Now here's Tony Powell, leaving it for Morris. And again Ross there, very coolly indeed, the skipper for Aston Villa. But there's the pass for Graydon. The game seeming to pick up now. Played on again for Little, who has looked so good already. There's the cross coming in, and there's Keelan stretching comfortably to Gala. Knocked on that time by Powell for Boyer. Here's MacDougall. Boyer's right up there with him. Suggett. Machin calling for it and getting it because he found himself in a lot of space. Here's Machin. Nice little cross coming in there and a good catch that time by Cumbes. Graydon. Really carrying that fight to Colin Sullivan there. 23 goals this season this number 7's got for Villa. Always going to be a threat this afternoon. There's the little pass coming in. And Carrodus couldn't quite get to it, looking just a little lacking in pace there. And a free kick to Villa. No, it's given to Norwich. Boyer waits, and Robson and Ross. And it's aimed towards Boyer, and he might snap this one up. Miller, a nice little blade back to Morris, and now MacDougall is off now. Is this the moment for MacDougall? No, and he hit it far too high. Cumbes, though, had angled himself beautifully. But it was an example of how MacDougall can be dangerous getting in behind a defence. But for Villa, nothing more serious than a goal kick. Leonard. And it's Leonard jumping for it and winning it. McDonald trying to get in there too. Now it's with Peter Morris. The team's very well matched at the moment. Here's Machin. Boyer played back for Suggett. Now Machin. Powell on the far side calling for it. Machin has seen him there. Boyer is in there too, and Powell almost got in. That was a good run by Powell. Tony Powell, the former Bournemouth player, and it was Mel Machin, another former Bournemouth player, who picked him up well. With that cross there, it looked for a moment as though it might fall for Boyer, but it was Powell coming up on the blind side who had the chance, slim as it was. So Cumbes with the goal kick for Villa. Now Brian Little. Good piece of defence again by Stringer. David Stringer. Little, who's looked perhaps more impressive than anyone at the moment on this field. MacDougall. Now Suggett. Well, the gap was there for Suggett, and he's really attacking this Villa defence. The little pass now for Peter Morris. Machin again coming up in support. Played inside for Powell. Chipped on again, but too far that time for Machin. The ball just going out of play. Little. Hamilton now. Good piece of running there by Frank Carrodus now for Villa. Can he find the angle? There's the little pass that's gone across the face of the goal, but straight to Sullivan. MacDougall now, laying it off for Sullivan, for Suggett. Sullivan now. Stopped by Ross, although only half stopped, and MacDougall can turn it on. Oh, and Nicholl could take no chances. He didn't want to take any chance at all of a misunderstanding between himself and the goalkeeper. Phil Boyer now for Norwich. Crossed in again, and Ross getting that one away to Graydon. Carrodus. Still Frank Carrodus really running Duncan Forbes there and getting his cross in as well, but Peter Morris to nod it away. Suggett to Miller. Morris and Boyer. But just look how tight Nicholl had stayed to him. Having a very, very fine game at the heart of that Villa defence, Chris Nicholl. So Miller with the throw. Machin. Played for Boyer. Good play again by Ross. Very unspectacular game, but a very sound one so far, the Villa skipper. Now Robson. Leonard, free kick. Forbes appealing that Leonard took a dive there, but that wasn't the opinion of referee Gordon Hill. And so it's a free kick to Aston Villa. That's Keelan's view of it. It's some 27, 28 yards out. And here's Graydon, the short one from Robson. Still with Ray Graydon. There's the cross coming in straight at goalkeeper Keelan. Confrontation there with Leonard. MacDougall winning that one in the air. Morris, MacDougall, Morris again. A bit of space on the far side there for Suggett. Played into space again for MacDougall. This looks better for Norwich until Nicholl again takes a hand. But then Villa not getting it away as Sullivan plants it in again, but that time Nicholl did get it away to Robson, and now Nicholl again. Played calmly that time for Carrodus. Player with a beautiful stride. And Leonard again keeping that watch on that far right touchline. Robson turning it in once more, too high for Brian Little. And a goal kick. Well, there hasn't been much for MacDougall so far, or for Boyer either. Much of that down to Chris Nicholl, who's defended so well. There's Boyer. And anything that Nicholl has missed, then Ross has found. Sullivan challenged hard and firmly by Robson. Did well there, the fullback for Villa, and he's found Graydon, which is good for them as well. Here's Hamilton. Well, there were plenty of Villa players in there, but they were in a tight little bunch, and there was no width at all about their play then. So Machin now for Norwich. Played on for Johnny Miller. Played on for MacDougall, and MacDougall is offside. Couldn't have been much in it, but it was a nice move down the right touchline there. Shows, I think, the spirit that the game has been played in between MacDougall and Jim Cumbes, the goalkeeper. Leonard, a good header. Shown some nice touches, this big number 9. And there's another of them to Brian Little. And he's waiting to pick up anything that's loose again. Still with Leonard, now with Little. Back for Carrodus, and he missed his kick. But it'll come for Robson with a chance now to look up and see who's waiting in the middle. Leonard is waiting in the middle, but it's a shade too high for him. And it's a goal kick to Norwich City. Shows some very good touches indeed, Keith Leonard, 24 years old. Used to be with Highgate United. Morris now into the path of Sullivan. Powell is right up there. This is a better looking attack, and there's MacDougall. There's the chance. Oh my goodness, and Ross headed that one away off the line. Well, that was a scorching Norwich move, and a superb piece of defence by the Villa skipper Ian Ross. Sullivan playing a great part in it, and as that cross came in, Dougal was free. He went round Jim Cumbes, and look at that for defence by the skipper Ian Ross. So a corner then to Norwich. Johnny Miller with it, hit low. Ross, the man who saved them, saves them again now with that clearance. But now Norwich keeping up the pressure with Miller. He's gone past Robson, there's the cross again, but that old faithful Charlie Aitken, as the shot goes in again, and a deflection this time. Away by a Villa defender for another corner. The corner to be taken this time by Colin Suggett. David Stringer right up there in the Villa 6-yard area. Forbes right up there as well. Norwich sensing their chance and pressure on Jim Cumbes. MacDougall in there. And Suggett being told by the linesman to place that ball within the corner quadrant. And having some difficulty doing it. But now he has. And here's the corner. Ross getting a header to it. Here's Graydon getting it away. A nice little touch there for Carrodus. Little is up. And Villa are bringing men up quickly. The challenge from Machin. And a throw to Villa. Still holding that right thigh there, Mel Machin. Although it was the left thigh that he injured in training this week. It was the right thigh that was injured and kept him out of the game last week against Oldham. Now Graydon. Well, he tried a lot and got nowhere. Suggett took him off him and finds MacDougall. Now it's Tony Powell. Morris. What a good ball there for Suggett, and played off this time for Sullivan. Both feet were high, and the referee quite rightly allowed the game to go on. Not a good one there by Sullivan, but he's got another chance. Here's Morris. Here's Machin. Miller. And stopped that time by Bobby McDonald. Well, a lot of Wembley occasions have gone by with Matt Busby involved, now a member of the League Management Committee. Boyer. The cross there for Powell, nodded in for MacDougall. Couldn't find a way through. Can Suggett though. Played wide this time for Miller and hit powerfully. And really, in a sense, the gamble paid off because it hit Charlie Aitken, went behind for the corner. Those low-driven centres can go anywhere and often ricochet into the goal. That time it was a corner. Jim Cumbes, who's played in a Cricket Cup final, the Benson and Hedges at Lord's, and said the atmosphere was tremendous there and sensed that it would be the same today, as Miller curls that one in, and another one that is bad and behind by Johnny Miller. In fact, Jim Cumbes was saying when he played in that Benson and Hedges final at Lord's for Worcestershire, he was so nervous in that opening over, he wondered whether he could let go of the ball. And he rather feared, I think, secretly, that he might feel the same sort of nerves this afternoon. Shown no sign of them yet, though. Carrodus with the backward header that doesn't come off. Powell. Played for Morris. Powell again, getting more into this game now in Norwich. Miller with a cross deep towards MacDougall, and he's there. Tried to turn it in, but so too was Nicholl. Graydon. Territorially at the moment, Aston Villa a little bit under the shadow of Norwich. But Duncan Forbes playing it back there to Keelan. Aitken going in hard, and I think may well have injured himself. Morris with the cross, which is deep and should be there for Jim Cumbes. Charlie Aitken in a fair bit of trouble there. Caught it above the right eye, I think. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Still no score in this 1975 League Cup final. And really very little at the moment to choose between these two teams. As Robson now tries to get that scuttling stride of Nicholl away. Still with Nicholl, and a good shot there, saved that time by Kevin Keelan. Keelan angling himself well, but another tremendous run by this 21-year-old Brian Little. And Gordon Hill now down. I don't know whether he's got a bit of cramp also. There's Charlie Aitken, but the referee is also down. No, just tying up his boots, nothing more serious. There's the run by Little. Good acceleration and a well-timed run, getting the better of Stringer there, but look at the angling of Keelan, and no goal. Strong old warrior, Charlie Aitken. And a quick rub of the towel will see him all right again. I feel sure of that. So it's going to be a corner to Aston Villa, which Graydon will take. Leonard on the goal line. And Keelan began to go and then stopped. And they haven't got it away yet. Now they have with Miller. No, he's given it straight to McDonald. Played on the far side there towards Chico Hamilton. And off Sullivan for the corner. So just when it seemed that Norwich were beginning to get the upper hand, Villa have really come back hard at them. And Hamilton with the corner. Beautiful left foot and fisted away, but not very far. But he was under so much pressure. No, play on! Oh, and Graydon had a shot at goal. I think they thought the whistle had gone. McDonald with a shot, no. And Kevin Keelan going across to Gordon Hill, saying that I was so impeded there. And I think half the Norwich players stopped there thinking the whistle had gone. Little in a spot of bother there. So it's a throw to Villa, which Charlie Aitken will take. Hamilton. Oh, good play there by Hamilton, and it took Morris's good positioning to get Norwich out of trouble. Robson turning it back again towards Keith Leonard. A good leap by him, and here's this little man, Brian Little. Oh, just past that Norwich post. And again, Little is the man who is causing all the problems to Norwich City. Leonard doing very well here, a little backward flip, but look at the turning here, almost Gerd Müller style by Brian Little. The turn, the little toe poke, a foot wide. Robson, Stringer, Morris and Machin. Six minutes to go to half-time and still 0-0. Here's Graydon. Played down the wing to Hamilton. Oh, what a lovely drag back there by Chico Hamilton, and there's the cross going in. And Norwich still can't get it away, but Machin now has the chance to do so. Played back to Keelan. Oh, what a bad kick by Keelan, straight to Charlie Aitken. And now Leonard backing into Suggett, I think. So Norwich's free kick. Former Plymouth player Colin Sullivan. In fact, leaving it in the end to David Stringer. The great long old servant, over 400 appearances for Norwich, Stringer. Hamilton away. Leonard up well. But Sullivan again doing the covering well and trying to find Phil Boyer. But Robson back to Cumbes. Leonard. Well, it's McDonald now. Aitken supporting. No, that'll be a bad cross. Fancy he probably took his eye off the ball just before he struck it. And they've really had very little to say for themselves in this first half, MacDougall and Boyer. I think a little bit of frustration showing there on MacDougall's face. Leaps again, and he's beaten again by big Chris Nicholl for Aston Villa. Machin. Morris. Boyer coming off well, and Miller didn't quite move quickly enough, and McDonald could turn it back to Cumbes. Little again doing superbly for Villa, this time finding Chico Hamilton. Well, Little is available, but he just played just a yard too far to the right and couldn't get his shot in. Boyer, just look how close they're marking him, and just look how closely they're marking MacDougall. That time it was Nicholl as the cross goes in towards Ray Graydon. A touch off again to Brian Little, a little flick sideways for Graydon. Carrodus is up there in support for Graydon again, and here comes the cross, hit low again. Morris. And Nicholl back to Robson. Aitken, McDonald. Stringer away to Boyer. Again, Nicholl was there first. MacDougall. Machin. Here's MacDougall again. Ross sticking close to him, supported by McDonald, and Miller being closely marked by Aitken. And Hamilton going in there. Here's Aitken, and falls loose for him. Leonard. Well, the feet of Duncan Forbes were wildly swinging around Keith Leonard there, but he didn't make contact, and here's Robson. In fact, it's Bobby McDonald who's taken a knock. Robson to Nicholl. Morris. The long ball towards MacDougall, and Aitken is there again to cut it out. But it'll be a throw to Norwich with a minute to go to half-time. Well, Morris missed out on that one. Now it's with Suggett. Morris. Powell on the far side. Aitken, oh, not a very good header, straight back to Tony Powell. Sullivan begging for the ball out there as well. But it'll come too late. Can't quite think what Tony Powell was doing there. Leonard. Graydon. No. A throw to Norwich. MacDougall trying to get Suggett away again, but Graydon doing a good tackling back job there for Aston Villa. And here he is, starting something from a very deep position now. The long ball towards Keith Leonard. Yes, and a push in the back on the Villa number 9 by Duncan Forbes. So the foul against Leonard gives Villa this free kick in the last seconds of the first half. In fact, the referee looking hard at his watch, Gordon Hill, as Robson now takes his free kick, plays almost lazily there, and then hits one in again. Oh, Machin got mixed up there. As the whistle goes for half-time. Well, nothing to choose between the two sides. In fact, Ian Ross, who made that dramatic goal line clearance from Ted MacDougall, is the man who saved Aston Villa in true captain's fashion. But little Brian Nicholl, I think, Brian Little has probably been the best player on the field, certainly so far as Aston Villa are concerned. And Ted MacDougall explaining to Kevin Keelan why he's had so very few chances, and the tough tackling of Chris Nicholl has been really, there's Nicholl on the left, has been really one of the reasons for that. So we're left with a half-time situation in this 1975 League Cup final that reads Aston Villa 0, Norwich 0. We'll be right back with the second half. So welcome back to Wembley for this 1975 League Cup final as Gordon Hill again checks those two watches. Norwich now will be attacking the goal to our left after a rather dour first half, with its moments of great skill and its flashes of excitement. But still, Aston Villa 0, Norwich 0. And a free kick straight away to Norwich City. So Duncan Forbes goes up again. Norwich, who beat Bolton, West Bromwich, Sheffield United, Ipswich and Manchester United to get here. Villa got by way of Everton, Crewe, Hartlepool, Colchester and the giant killers Chester. Here's Morris then with the free kick. McDonald going low to get it away. Powell played to Morris again. Still with Peter Morris. Duncan Forbes. Well, quite a few men forward at the moment, Norwich City. Aitken heading that one away. Suggett is in there. Stringer's header, Suggett, but now Brian Little. Oh, and a lovely pass by Little to Graydon. Carrodus has gone streaking through the middle for Graydon, who may have held it just a little too long, and yes, he has. Graydon held that too long, and the man who was running across your picture then, Frank Carrodus, had made such a beautiful run for him. In fact, neither goalkeeper really has been under tremendous strain. Certainly Keelan hasn't. He's made one good save from Little, and Cumbes really didn't know much about that MacDougall one that was headed away by Ross. Now Miller, Machin, Boyer, Machin, and Nicholl calmly to head it there, but in fact headed it straight to Boyer and then whacked it away first time to Leonard. Powell. Well, there's space ahead of Powell. There's Sullivan right up there with him, and inside is MacDougall. Goal kick. So Jim Cumbes with the kick as the lights go on at Wembley Stadium. Leonard's glancing header, but Forbes in command for Norwich City, as he has been so often and for so many matches in the 6 years he's been with them since he joined them from Colchester. And there's Forbes battling away again. Absolutely no nonsense about him. Tremendous service he's given to this club when he realised he only cost them £10,000 6 years ago from Colchester. But now Keith Leonard, maybe with a long throw this time. And indeed I think it must be, because Chris Nicholl has gone right up. Stringer is aware of it as Nicholl went across that picture, and maybe Leonard will try again. Leonard, who was in a car crash in 1972 and badly fractured his right leg. It's been a great comeback for him, and there's a great long throw by him as well. Sullivan underneath this one, but Leonard got in there first again, and Norwich could be in trouble, and they've had to head that one away for the corner. That's got the Villa crowd going behind that goal. Hamilton will take the corner. So Keelan and Stringer under pressure, because Leonard and Little are in the 6-yard area as Hamilton curls it in again. Oh, and Keelan had it and lost it. And another corner. Well, Keelan had that one and lost it, and Chris Nicholl snatched at it a little bit and went over the crossbar. Here's another corner coming in. Again from Chico Hamilton. And Nicholl couldn't quite get to that one. Carrodus couldn't either. McDonald with a shot. He had to catch it on the volley and caught it far too high. Ross watching Boyer. Keelan with the kick. Nicholl. And now Morris for Sullivan. Norwich's throw, just catching Graydon's foot. So Colin Sullivan will take it. There's a sure thing that Tony Powell will. Boyer. Leonard, quick to pounce on that loose one. A little touch there for Carrodus, and away goes Frank Carrodus now for Villa. Leonard's in the middle, so too is Little. And coming up fast is Ray Graydon. Is this the goal? No, he's hit it wide. Caught a photographer full in the face, but that showed the beautiful shooting power of Ray Graydon, but it was off the mark. So the Norwich player is injured, and while he gets treatment, let's look at that replay. Again, a nice little touch and a good run here by Carrodus. Kept that in well, and just the little pass inside. He's looking up all the time, picking up Graydon, and Graydon with a surprising amount of space, caught it well but wide. Hamilton now for Villa. Except that the throw goes to Norwich. Well, there's a phantom whistler in the crowd, and that won't please anybody, especially him. Ball must have been fractionally out of play, and it's a throw to Aston Villa. Well, that's another throw, this time to Norwich City. Suggett will take it. Brian Little. Back for Charlie Aitken. Mel Machin there for Norwich. Bobby McDonald did well to keep that in, but Forbes was there. Certainly isn't going to allow Keith Leonard out of his sight. Well, Little was dumped down there, but fairly according to the referee. But a throw is given to Norwich. Which Suggett will take. Robson there first. Little, the header for Hamilton. Teasing and tempting Machin, and then playing that ball for McDonald beautifully, but I don't think McDonald's cross is going to be any good. Certainly far too high for Keith Leonard. Aitken. Well, another goal kick. Certainly both managers before today said that they thought that this could be a classic. To be absolutely honest, it's a long way at the moment from being a classic, but who knows what remains in the remaining 35 minutes as Keelan takes the kick. Boyer looks chirpy enough, certainly hadn't got his head down, although nothing has gone right for him so far today. In fact, it's rather reminiscent when everybody expected Boyer and MacDougall to do so well of the cup final last year, when everybody expected Malcolm McDonald to maybe give Liverpool a few problems, and he gave them none. Was that a foul by Forbes? If it was an advantage well played there by the referee, and Graydon putting it into the side netting, goal kick. It was a foul because the referee is having a quick word with Duncan Forbes as they go back. It was also a very good piece of refereeing by Gordon Hill, who allowed that advantage to Ray Graydon and Aston Villa. His back header and Hamilton's back header. McDonald and Little. Some good head work there, and the back pass from Duncan Forbes. Good jump by Nicholl and by Sullivan. Nicholl's in there again, and he's in there again. Now Bobby McDonald, what a good ball there for Ray Graydon by the youngster McDonald. There's the deep cross, Little's on the far side, and Machin was able to head it back. Aitken's header. Miller. Stopped by Carrodus, and stopped very well indeed. Hamilton playing it on for Little again. And Stringer doing well, but he's given away the corner. So Villa's corner. And again, the crowd behind that goal, where the Villa supporters are massed, they're beginning to wave their banners in the hope that Graydon and his teammates can do something about this one. Graydon it is who takes the corner for Villa. Nicholl again right in that penalty area, poised deep, and it'll come towards Chris Nicholl. No, good jump by Kevin Keelan. Now MacDougall. Can this be the counter-attack by Norwich? It can't, because Nicholl is there again. McDonald. Leonard off in chase, and Duncan Forbes there with him. Well, that was a funny pass by Leonard. It went straight to Suggett, and Leonard coming back very well and then losing it again. So Suggett for Norwich. Here's Colin Sullivan. Boyer's up there and very active, but then the pass going straight to Ross, and at the moment nothing coming off at all for Norwich City. But now will it come off for Aston Villa as Graydon takes it up, attacking the defender all the time. Still with Graydon, A header by Hamilton. Oh, and it had to be pushed away by Keelan. Well, that was Graydon getting in there, the deflection allowing Hamilton to get that header in, and at the last moment, Keelan turning it over. Well, Hamilton was very close there to giving Villa the lead. Nearly a quarter of an hour, the second half gone. Graydon with the corner again for Aston Villa, having the better of this second half. Powell turning it away again for another corner. Gordon Hill showing his skill and showing his determination to keep this game moving. It's good to see him with a Wembley final. Graydon now, a good looking corner, and again a good catch by Keelan. Nicholl. A foul against Chico Hamilton. And a free kick to Aston Villa. But he'll be all right. Certainly it's the Villa fans making most of the noise. Ross with a long free kick. Leonard is right in there too, and Stringer had a bit of trouble getting that one away. Hamilton again. Sent two the wrong way, and then sent Aitken on his way. That's a good-looking cross again, and again a good catch by Keelan. And Villa at the moment having much the better of it. Again, a lovely little pass there, and a good cross that by Aitken, always tempting the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper got it well. Machin, and now Suggett. Miller's away on the left, and a good tackle by Carrodus, and McDonald sending Graydon on his way again. What a good pass, using their wings well. So much more width about the Aston Villa play. And there's Carrodus streaking through again, and will it come again from McDonald? No, it comes again and set for little, and saved by Keelan. Tremendous piece of play there as Little goes through, or rather Carrodus goes through, and it comes clear, and it's Little who gets there first, and a good save again by Keelan. Robson's header. Graydon. Nicholl. Graydon well tackled though by Sullivan. Well, maybe not so well tackled because it's a foul. And a free kick again to Villa, which gives them the opportunity of increasing this pressure on Norwich City. Robson will take the kick. Leonard beaten in the air. Carrodus is there. Brian Little is there. Machin, lovely control. But Aitken giving MacDougall no room whatsoever. And certainly MacDougall and Boyer have been totally muted by this Aston Villa defence. Well, he's had enough of his shin pads, as Mel Machin. Again, Nicholl dominating the centre of that defence. Now Miller. Played for Suggett. Good ball there by Suggett. Sullivan now, and it's too high. The idea was such a good one because Sullivan had come up unsuspected by that Villa defence. So Cumbes will take the goal kick from Aston Villa. But it goes straight to Johnny Miller. Now Tony Powell. Suggett. Powell again. Miller. Played on, but it all had to be done with such haste. Carrodus to Graydon. Carrodus again. Played in for Brian Little. Good play by Stringer. Chose his moment well. But Keith Leonard, I would think, with another chance of a long throw. And again, Chris Nicholl's gone up for it. He goes. And Nicholl's the man he's aimed for, although he missed him. MacDougall. Morris to Sullivan. Boyer desperately trying to keep it in and succeeds in doing so. Gordon Hill checked with his linesman that that ball didn't go out of play. Here's Powell. Oh, and he's left it for Graydon. A nice little dummy, and Villa are away again. Little away on the left, and what a ball for Brian Little. Another youngster, Bobby McDonald, supporting him, but Little's going his own way. Played there again for Graydon. Is this the moment? No, it's stopped again. Is this the moment again, though? Out for Carrodus. Norwich with a chance, they've got people back now. Hamilton. But still, Villa exerting great pressure now on Norwich City as McDonald is supported by Aitken. The early ball, but wildly played. And a great save by Kevin Keelan, making himself big there in that situation as Graydon came through. Suggett, MacDougall, played wide for Machin, but stopped by Hamilton, and a throw to Norwich. So it's a throw to Villa with Charlie Aitken. "25 minutes to go, and still little sign of a breakthrough. Now maybe it's Norwich's turn as Machin finds Miller. Took it too far, but Powell was supporting. Now MacDougall, a nice turn. And he's got it across very well indeed, but nobody was up to support. Aitken knew he'd better not play it back to Cumbes because Boyer was in the way. Instead he plays it straight to Morris. This could still be dangerous for Villa. Suggett. And now Ross. What a delicate ball there by Ross, except that it went out of play. Still 0-0 then in this League Cup final with about 23 minutes to go. Machin with the throw for Norwich. Little. Machin, who looks to me to be struggling just a little bit at the moment. He's thrown away his shin guards, and he looks as though you saw him grimacing there a little bit. He's had thigh trouble most of the week. Powell, MacDougall. That time Suggett got there first, then Ross, the high ball forward. Little is off in chase again. And put back to Keelan by Stringer. MacDougall. And MacDougall again. Miller, nothing much has gone right for him today. But Graydon, the other number 7, has so frequently looked dangerous, and now he's played the ball for Bobby McDonald. Aitken again making one of those bursts down the left, but here's Hamilton now, gone past Stringer. There's the shot into the side netting. Tremendous force. I thought just for a fraction of a second it had gone in. But great acceleration here by Chico Hamilton. Picked the ball up, beat Stringer for pace. And a great left foot shot. But alas for Villa, into the side netting. Nicholl back to goalkeeper Jim Cumbes. Leonard, delicate header not quite coming off though for Graydon. Powell, MacDougall given no chance again by the swift tackling of Chris Nicholl. Powell again, getting much more involved, Tony Powell, in this second half. And here's Suggett, good sweeping pass to Machin. Little low cross there by Machin, well cut out by Ross, helped on its way by McDonald. 19 years old, showing no sign of nerves, done a great job at the back for Aston Villa, Bobby McDonald. Now Boyer. The cross coming in again from Morris, and that time it was Robson heading it well, and what a good place to head it, straight for Graydon. Carrodus is up, Little has made a run to the right, there's the pass for Carrodus. It's a question of whether he can control it, well he has. And now he's found Brian Little. He tried to play the early ball in and it didn't work. And big Duncan Forbes is there for Norwich. A throw to Villa. Keith Leonard right in there. Tony Powell, Johnny Miller, Ted MacDougall. A little layoff this time, and Suggett is taking it up. Sullivan. Well, there's McDonald. Look at the space for Graydon. Oh, and he let it go. If only he could have controlled that. There was so much space ahead of him, and almost a 3-against-3 situation. Looks a little annoyed with himself, as he has a right to be. Carrodus. Graydon. Forbes doing his best to get back and doing it well. But Leonard coming across as though he's going to aim another long throw. But Nicholl, I notice, is staying back. So he stayed right back to look after MacDougall, and so he tries the short throw instead, and it really didn't come off. MacDougall, but Robson helping out Nicholl, and then Aitken helping out his teammate, and Keelan a long way out. Is this the moment? And Stringer followed it right back in, and it looked as though Hamilton was going to score a most spectacular goal there, as Keelan for some reason came right outside of his area. First of all, Charlie Aitken whacked it in. As Little went through, Kevin Keelan knew he had to do something pretty drastic. Hamilton tried to turn it back again. Keelan was worried, but Stringer saw it to safety. Nicholl. Now Charlie Aitken. Leonard. A handball, but accidental. Hamilton on that far side. There's his cross coming in, and Stringer was really stretched to get that one away. Machin only giving it to McDonald. Leonard is in there in a bit of space. Now if Leonard can get the shot in. Stringer fighting him off. And in fact there was a push in the back by Leonard on Stringer. Free kick to Norwich City. Well, these are worrying times for managers. John Bond there in the suit in the centre with just over a quarter of an hour to go, and for Ron Saunders sitting there in the leather jacket. One mistake and it can be all up. Well, Miller's found Powell. MacDougall played on nicely there for Tony Powell, and two Villa defenders going for there. That's one of the real misunderstandings that we've seen so far. Now Sullivan picking up on another mistake, and MacDougall on the far side. Try as he might, can't keep it in. Hamilton doing well. Here's Little. Well, that's a beautiful ball by Little as Carrodus goes away now. Still with Carrodus. Oh, and Keelan stopped it with his feet. Tremendous ball, though, by Brian Little. Look at that pass from Little. Beautifully into the path of Carrodus. And Carrodus must have thought that this was the moment. Shot well, but it was the legs of Keelan that saved Norwich. So Graydon now with the corner for Aston Villa. Miller away, or rather Morris away. Boyer, MacDougall, and a quarter of an hour to go. Aston Villa 0, Norwich City 0. Aitken, Peter Morris, Machin. Boyer playing it again for Machin. Looked like handball, was handball. Free kick to Villa. Graydon's header. And Leonard's. Little scuttling in again there, but Stringer was there again for Norwich. Robson. Carrodus. Powell. Played on again towards MacDougall. Inside the last quarter of an hour, and there's no extra time here. A replay on March the 19th. If the teams are level after 90 minutes. Here's Chico Hamilton, though. The cross goes in, and again that trusty head of Duncan Forbes is there for Norwich to get it away. The two number 5s really have been quite exceptional in their defences today. Forbes for Norwich and Nicholl for Aston Villa. And it's Nicholl who's coming forward again now for this long throw from Keith Leonard. Right there in front of Kevin Keelan. Hamilton, back to Leonard. He's got time to get his cross in. And I think Machin is struggling a bit. Turned in first time, but McDonald, it'll fall for Hamilton again. Across the face of the goal. Well, that was a dangerous moment for Norwich, and Sullivan now can bring it away. To MacDougall in space. Boyer's right up there with him, and Miller can't reach that one. Not a good pass to Johnny Miller. You just wonder whether one of these Norwich breakaways might in fact be the vital one. But although MacDougall and Boyer have had so little to say for themselves, it could still be that they will have the last laugh. A linesman. Well, it is a bit tacky down there, and the referee is blowing his whistle. I think his boot must have come undone, and obviously you can't go on playing without a linesman fully operative. Roy Capey. So I wonder if he'll add on bootlace time at the end of this final. Now it's Carrodus. Good play by Carrodus. He's enjoyed himself in this second half, and that's a nice pass to Robson as well. Leonard is there, but little wanted it to be left for him. McDonald now, will he let one go? No, he can't. Ross, nicely sprayed there for Robson. Leonard getting it back again for John Robson. There's Robson with the shot. Oh, what a save by Keelan from John Robson, who scored only one goal this season, and that was on the second game of this season, so he doesn't get in too often with his shots, but Robson hit that well, and Keelan saved it magnificently. Graydon again, Aston Villa really having the better of it, and look at that pass for Carrodus. Carrodus making some devastating bursts from the middle of the field, and Forbes again there for Norwich City. But Carrodus has looked so good in this second half, really enjoying himself with some beautiful runs from the middle of the field. Nicholl up there again, discussing with Charlie Aitken who is going to get to this header. And Norwich a bit under pressure as Hamilton takes another corner. Keelan's gone for this one. Oh, his handball! It's a penalty. Machin had to handle it from Nicholl's header. And so it's a penalty to Aston Villa. No dispute at all. There's the corner. Here comes Nicholl with the header. And Machin had to handle that on the line. And it looks as though Graydon is the man responsible. Machin is still down on that goal line. He saved a certain goal, and he's being told to get off the field. Now, can Graydon add to the 23 goals he scored this season? There's Duncan Forbes, in fact, adding a bit of gamesmanship by saying the ball is not properly on the spot. So it's a tense moment for Graydon. Can Kevin Keelan stop him? Yes, he can, but he's got a chance for the second one. Goal! Graydon scores! 1-0 to Villa. Well, what terrible luck for Kevin Keelan. He'd saved the ball, he'd pushed it onto the post, but once he touched it, it was quite okay for Graydon to play it again. And a much relieved Graydon is there to whack it home. 1-0 to Aston Villa. Congratulations there from Chris Nicholl to the scorer of that goal, Graydon. Aston Villa 1, Norwich City 0. The scorer, Graydon. And the most disappointed man on the field must be the Norwich City goalkeeper, Kevin Keelan, who'd done so well to get his hands to that ball and push it onto the post. But here's Graydon again. Machin, the man who conceded it, although there was really nothing he could do. So is it going to be third time lucky for the Villa manager, Ron Saunders, there leaning forward? Twice he's been here as a manager and twice he's been beaten. Now his side's in the lead on my watch, 8 minutes to go. Poor old John Bond on the right there in the striped tie, manager of Norwich City. They know they're up against it now. Nicholl now with the free kick for Aston Villa. Carrodus is in there again for Villa. They've really had the better of this second half. Leonard, Graydon wanting it again and getting it. There's the cross coming in, Little having it knocked off his foot. Boyer, Morris, Suggett, stopped by Ross. I think Villa just about deserved their lead, though there's got to be a certain sympathy for Norwich. They came here 3 years ago and lost to Spurs, and here's the youngster again coming through, Brian Little, all the way, and finally hitting it on to Sullivan. No sign at the moment of Villa trying to shut up shop They've still got 3 men up. But it really is down now to Bowyer and MacDougall in the 7 minutes that remain to silence those Aston Villa fans. Powell with the throw. And Villa will be in no mood to bring joy to this silent Norwich crowd now. Leonard, watched by Forbes. What a good ball again there to Graydon. The most relieved man at Wembley. It looked as though he'd missed the penalty, and now there's the shot that's way off the mark, and it wasn't a good time to try one, because he got Carrodus and Robson both up in good positions. But nobody more relieved than this fella. I think Graydon's heart must have stopped when that ball was pushed onto the post. Six minutes to go. Little for Villa. Shaking off all comers as again tried to get past Stringer. Ball kept in play. Floated across there for Leonard, just over the bar. The ball kept in play. The linesman kept his flag down. And again this little man, Brian Little, 21-year-old, the scourge of Norwich City, just in play. The little dink over that was just a fraction too high for Keith Leonard. Leonard almost being forcibly held there by Duncan Forbes, and the referee, a good decision again by Gordon Hill, allowing the advantage. And here's Hamilton, wanting to take the advantage. Trying to get it onto that left foot. 5 minutes left, and a misunderstanding that gives Machin the chance to take it up for Norwich. Suggett battling his way through, and Morris misunderstanding what he meant. Off the top of Leonard's head, so it's going to be a throw to Norwich inside the last 5 minutes. Not a great cup final, but a brilliant one, I suppose, if you come from Aston Villa. Graydon again. Robson with the early cross. Little again for Villa. Played back this time for McDonald. Curling it again towards Keith Leonard, but having it knocked off his head by Duncan Forbes. Here's Suggett. Miller's up inside him. Well, it hasn't really been his day, but can he yet do something for Norwich City? Played for Bowyer, in towards MacDougall. And a corner now to Norwich. That's raised the hopes at that end. And that might have brought one or two worries to Jim Cumbes. Stringer is right up there. They're waiting for Suggett to come across and take it. 3 minutes to go. Forbes is up 2, which of course is what Norwich have got to do. They've got to plant so many men forward. Will it come now for Miller? There's the shot just over. I don't think Jim Cumbes would have known too much about it, but happy in his heart to know that it's no more than a goal kick. So the happy man, Ray Graydon, whose penalty goal separates these two sides. Good leap again by Keith Leonard, and away goes little Brian Little again. Still going on, but not too much support at the moment. Now here's Graydon for him. Carrodus is in the middle for him. Still Graydon, onto the left foot, good stop. Miller now, for Norwich City to MacDougall, who's been virtually anonymous with Boyer. And that's given away a free kick for the foul on Ian Ross. And it's probably going to be this man who goes up to collect the cup, I think, with under 2 minutes to go. Ian Ross, skipper of Aston Villa, with the free kick. Forbes there again. Robson will take the throw, but they're taking rather a long time about it. Here's Leonard. Free kick surely, yes. One minute to go. A corner to Aston Villa. And they're not taking... or rather, they're taking rather a long time to come across and take it. Oh, it's a free kick which Graydon will take. Hit again towards Leonard. Oh, and he hit the post! Now Carrodus. Certainly Villa have had much the better of this second half. Oh, and he's pushed away again, and still it wouldn't go in. Well, first Leonard, then Carrodus very nearly made it 2-0. It's another corner. So the corner then to Villa. There's the first one coming in, hitting that post from Leonard's header. As Sullivan gets it away, Carrodus, delightful skills. And then pulling out a save from Keelan. And still no Villa player could quite pull it home. So Graydon now with his corner, with only seconds remaining. In fact, we're in injury time. Nicholl, the man whose header led to that penalty, is right up there again. They played the short one. Here's Graydon, finding the right sort of angle. And it'll come this time for Carrodus. Stopped though by Stringer. Nicholl is in there. He's had a tremendous game, so too has Little, number 8. Carrodus, only seconds remaining now. We're well into injury time, and it looks as though Saunders will have a happy Wembley day at last, as the police begin to gather to make sure that nobody comes onto the field. Saunders, twice a loser, looks as though he's going to be a winner. Ross getting in the header there well for Aston Villa. Aitken getting it away as Leonard goes off in chase, but Duncan Forbes once more there for Norwich. Keelan getting it away quickly, he knows he has to, but Nicholl so sure again in the air. Robson, forward to Little. And a throw to Norwich City. Just a matter of seconds before this man finishes the 1975 League Cup final. His hand is almost there. I thought his whistle was just going into his mouth then. Another look at the watch, and Villa are almost there. But here's Little. And Graydon, I think, has gone down with cramp, but the whistle has gone. The man who scored the winner is down on the pitch with cramp, but the joy in his face was there for all to see. Ray Graydon's penalty brings the League Cup to Aston Villa. Mel Machin, sad for him, he had to make that save on the line from Nicholl's header. Keelan saved that first penalty shot so brilliantly, pushed it onto the post, could do nothing about the rebound. And Villa, Glasgow born, with a Villa scarf wrapped around his neck, getting the Football League Cup from the President of the Football League, Lord Westwood. The Villa chairman, Doug Ellis, is there too, and the cup goes to Villa Park. And that goes there for Ian Ross. With the band striking up, congratulations, yes, congratulations in no small measure to Aston Villa. Dennis Howell, the Minister for Sport there. Brian Little, beautiful trickery from him. Behind his skipper. Getting orders from the photographers. Oh, well, that's almost the first time that he's put a foot wrong all afternoon. John Bond sadly going off. Wembley, after a cup final, really is no place for losers. They've given it all they've got, and in the end they've got so little to show for it, as John Bond goes off. And his Norwich team. The smiles are for Villa, Jim Cumbes, and Chico Hamilton, the man who got the goal, Ray Graydon. Alan Evans, a substitute, Gordon Hill, who had a fine match as a referee. While the Villa crowd are shouting, "We want Saunders!" And he's gone across to wave to them. And carried by goalkeeper Jim Cumbes, skipper Ian Ross sets off to parade the cup. I wonder what Jim Cumbes' stamina's like, because he's got a long, long way to go. I don't for a moment believe he can carry him round. Although in this great moment, I'm sure Jim Cumbes will feel no pain and no stress at all. Ron Saunders with the Football League Cup.